I just want to highlight something before we move on to this SEO strategy. People are thinking, okay, 1.5 million organic hits per month. What do I need to do as a blogger to get that out? The one thing that you mentioned is you're creating 600 to 800 pieces of content a month. Guys, we need to be realistic with our expectations. You might have the goal of hitting 1.5 million organic hits per month, but you may not be at the level where you have the time and the resources to do that right now. Was massive amounts of content a big part of the SEO strategy? And if so, what came before that? Like, how did you work out what content you were going to create?
So it's John Mueller, Google's kind of head of search PR, recently said it's hard to call a 30-page website authoritative. Now, in 2022, literally anyone can create a 30-page website. Anyone can create a 30-page website. And so when you create a 30-page website, if Google were to rank your pages, then Google would probably have to rank the pages of every 30-page website. And two things would happen. The first is Google's users would start getting scammed, because anyone who throws up a 30-page website is now ranking for high commercial keywords. The second is as soon as, the next day you're going to get bumped off, because again, there's no barrier to creating this 30 pages. And so someone's going to do it tomorrow and they're going to push you off the first page. There'd be too much variability. And so when you publish a lot of content, content is expensive. And what it tells Google is, hey, there's a business model that customers will pay me for behind this content. And in order to get customers to pay you, there has to be some sort of customer satisfaction. And so I see a big content investment is kind of you throwing money on the table saying, hey, I'm an expert in this field.
And so how did you work out how many pieces of content you needed to get to your, did you set a goal first and then you work out how many pieces of content you needed, and then did you go, all right, how much, what are the keywords?
One of the things I noticed when I was doing an analysis of some of the biggest SEO outcomes across the industry, things like Zapier to HubSpot, but within verticals, like, for example, the dog vertical and the major players within there. And what I found is that a company like HubSpot, they have, I think, approximately 12,000 pages and generate, 10 million visitors a month. When I did the math, HubSpot's only generating 50 visitors per page per month. And that trend generally holds true regardless of what website you're looking at. Think about it. On average, each page will generate less than 100 visitors a month. And so that's where I kind of got the hint that publishing a lot of content could create a good outcome. You don't have to publish 600 pages a month like me. I've published 70 pages total, and that content went on to generate 1 million organic views over the course of 2 years. The traffic went up to 50,000 a month. It flatlined, and it hasn't really moved in the last 2 years. And so you don't need to publish 600 pages a month, but you can publish 10 pages a month. You can publish 20 pages a month. You can publish 40 pages a month. That's attainable. And you'll see a really business-changing impact if you can do that.
And so what's your take on the quality versus quantity? It sounds like you've gone for quantity. Did you sacrifice some quality? What's your take on this?
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked that. You can't scale until you nail the quality. Everything that I've seen, I have over 250,000 keywords on page one across my projects. I've never built a paid backlink. And everything that I've seen across my career tells me that when you strive to publish the highest quality page of content that Google could show for the keywords that you want to rank for, and then you do that at scale, that's really all there is to this, winning at SEO. I'm not kidding about no technical BS and no backlinks. It's all about quality and quantity.
Yeah. Okay. So you obviously work out the quality first, make sure you can see that type of content is ranking, and then you replicate it for all the other search terms and keywords that you're wanting to rank for, and just go.
I talk to a lot of businesses who aren't so familiar with SEO, and they're like, I want to rank for a keyword. I want to rank for a few keywords. I want to rank for a handful of keywords. And in actuality, there's not only a handful of keywords, there's hundreds of pages, maybe thousands of pages that can get you in front of a qualified audience who has money and is and so it's not about, creating the perfect landing page. It's how do you create a landing page for all the different ways people are searching for the features of your product? Think about a really good example of this is like Canva or a video editing product. They're like in the average video editing product, people will use it for one of 100 features: translations, resizing, like intros, outros. Each one of that could be a page that could capture user intent who needs a video editor and you just want to show them that one feature and how you can help them.